than official leaders. You might have noticed that, especially in politics, many states complain that Delhi always imposes the chief minister. Natural leader means somebody from among them, from their group, natural leader. I may get a promotion, top management may promote me as a senior manager, but I must get the resolution ratified by my subordinates. Ratified? Not officially. They must accept me as their leader. That is what is natural leader. Indians work hard, but they are not smart work. By smart work, we mean result-oriented work. Who is more hardworking? An Indian farmer or an American farmer? American farmer hardly works for 2 to 3 hours. He uses so many gadgets. An Indian farmer, dawn to dusk. He does not come back home to take his lunch. He's more hardworking. Who is more hardworking, an Indian manager or an American manager? On Friday, when the office is over, an American manager will forget everything. Will take his car and the family in his car and go just 2,000 kilometers, 100 kilometers away. And he will forget about office. An Indian manager, when on Saturday comes back home, he will carry files. On Sunday, even on Sunday he works. Indians are more hardworking. What we need today is smart work, result-oriented work. We need. They do not like many middle managers. They like to contact the top person directly. That is what Rusi Modi introduced in Jamshedpur. Twice or thrice in a week, any of the employees could meet him directly. Tradition and family attachment are very strong for them. They consider the leader as a model role. They can accommodate apparently contradictory view. In West Bengal, Vishwakarma Puja is very popular, most popular with the workers. Even C2 leaders enthusiastically join this Vishwakarma Puja. Now, if you ask that being a communist, how can you join a puja? It may seem as contradictory, but for them it is not contradictory. That is the uniqueness of Indian wisdom. Even opposing views are not contradictory, but complementary to each other. What Sri Ramakrishna said, Yatamat Tatapat. Say, you are my boss, I am a subordinate. Now there is an argument. We have our own different opinion. Now, are these two views complementary or contradictory? Complementary, because you are looking at this problem from this standpoint, I am looking at the same problem from a different standpoint. Many people, they say we must learn science. Agreed. Science is very important, but not the only important thing. If science can give us all the answers, why university has so many departments? Why in school we have to learn so many subjects? Can physics answer all the questions? No. That's why there is chemistry. Can chemistry question all the answers? Again, no. That's why there is biology. Chemistry also cannot answer all the questions. That's why there is biology. That's why there is physiology, psychology, economics, philosophy, religion, etc. Now, take that simple case, psychology. According to psychologists, there are 3 layers: conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. Now, if a physiologist challenges you, okay, let me dissect the body, you probe. Will you be able to prove it? No, because a psychologist has his own methodology, a physiologist has his own methodology. But both are correct, because both are looking at the same point from their standpoint, and they have their own methodologies, just like relative velocity in physics. Nobody is wrong. These views are not contradictory, but complementary. Art and literature. There was one great poet who was considered no less than Tagore. His name was Jeevana. He came with he appeared as the great poet. The first line of this poem was, in English, for 1,000 years I am walking on this earth. Now, according to physicists, it may be nonsense. Can one walk on the earth for thousands of years? Now, from standpoint of physicists, it is wrong, but from standpoint of a poet, it is right. This is unique Indian wisdom, that no views are contradictory to each other, but complementary to each other. What they are doing? There are three basic questions, fundamental questions. Number one, what am I? Psychology is trying to find an answer in his own way. Philosophy also in his own way. Question number two, what is non-me? Anything beside me. Physics, chemistry, they are trying to understand this in their own way. Third question, what is the relationship between me and non-me? Economics, sociology, philosophy, they are trying to understand these questions. These three questions were there, still there, most probably will remain there. So according to Indian wisdom, opposing views are not contradictory to each other, but complementary to each other. That's why that's a great contribution of Sri Ramakrishna. Yatamat tatapat. It is applicable not only to the religious field, in every field. Anyway, so, sorry. These are the characteristics of Indian psyche. If we are to develop the appropriate management style, we have to take care of all these things. Unfortunately, we are yet to develop. These are working, these are producing result. In Moradabad, in Karnataka, in Gujarat, Kutch area, the ladies who make handicrafts, go to Assam, the lady weavers, they're exporting. They don't have English speaking managers. They don't know what is ISO or a quality circle. They are doing it. How? Because this is Indian blood. Only they are not aware of it. Secondly, if we are to present this methodology, switch is there. Oh, I just push it. Thank you. Now, if we are to present it as a system, as a structure, a well-knit management system, then we have to do something more. And that is incorporating Indian wisdom. What is Indian wisdom? Have you read Vital Panchabhingshati? The Vital, the ghost, narrates a story to Vikramaditya. Then abruptly he stops and asks, now tell me what he should do or what she should say. All the stories are based on problem-solving standpoint. Take the case of Panchatantra or Jataka stories. All the stories are based on behavioral science. How do the people behave? Do you notice this? It is there already. Behavioral psychology is not something new. TQM is not something new. Only, according to them, TQM means total quality management. According to IEM, TQM means total quality man. Unless you have quality man, how can you produce quality product, offer quality product? It is the machines are offering quality products, not the people. And for quality man, we need quality mind. We shall come to that one later. Now, what are the basic questions? Basic principles of IEM. Number one, Tattamasi, you are that. I need not explain this. What is the meaning of you are that? It means everybody has immense potentials, no end. Even the sky is no limit. I remember an anecdote. One lady, a mummy, was teaching her child, a kid studying in class 5, helping him in homework. So the child asked, Mummy, why are we called Manav, Manava? So Mummy explained, Dekho bete, see my child, what the thing is, Monu was a great rishi and we are his descendants. So from Monu to Manav, descendants of Monu, so we are called Manav. So the child started laughing and clapping, Mummy, you do not know anything. So Mummy felt embarrassed. What happened, my child? Yesterday Papa was teaching me science. He told me that we are all descendants of monkeys. Darwin had already proved it. Now Mummy, as usual, very smart. He patted. My child, don't get upset. Before marriage, I was in Hyderabad. Your Papa was in Bombay. We belong to different families. Now, our family is descendant from rishis and munis. And your Papa is absolutely correct. Now, both are historical fact. You are Amritasya Putra, or as the scientists say, Bandar ka Bachcha. Choice is yours. Yadrishi bhavana jasya siddhir bhavati tadrishi. So, Upanishad, Indian wisdom says you are Amritasya Putra. Now, what is the how we can relate it to the management aspect. Kuber lighting, a sick unit at Devas, Madhya Pradesh. It was so sick that it was sent to BIFR. You know the implication. Anyway, State Bank of Indore came forward to sanction loan. And when we first went there in October, when we started our experiment implementing IEM, the company was losing 6 lakhs of rupees every month. So we started our experiment. And the result? By December, the company wiped out all its accumulated losses. And now it is going for expansion. And what the workmen are doing, we removed the word labor, workman, mazdoor. We removed all this word. We coined another word, kalakar, artist. Even a line operator, can I do this? No. Even a line operator is an artist. So we renamed them. You are kalakars. How the experiment started? Very interesting. First thing, we asked Mr. Bharma, the MD, please take away your managers and supervisors. But Swamiji, then how they will work? But that is the uniqueness of IEM. We shall show. So the workmen, the kalakars started experimenting. They were very enthusiastic. But Swamiji, हमें तो management नहीं आता है. We do not know management. So he asked a simple question as Mr. Pandit asked, here you are a kalakar. When you go back home, who is the MD? Going back home, who is the MD? You yourself. Here you are in the production department. Your wife is managing so many departments. She is a production manager, taking care of the kitchen. Marketing manager, serving food. She knows what the husband likes, what the daughter likes, what the son likes, and accordingly she will. Customer needs, she takes care. Then he's a personal manager, a better personal manager, is it not? Many people, they complain, Swamiji, nowadays nobody works. So I ask them, why should they work? In your appointment letter, is there written that one has to work? What is written there? That I am to join as an accountant or a management trainee or something like that. I have joined. Why you ask me to work? There is a contradiction. And your wife, she also employs people, is it not? Maid servant, what does she do? Either out. 2 rooms daily you have to clean. Then buckets, clothes. Daily you have to take care. Then bartans, utensils. After explaining, then she asks, now tell me how much you need. First job description, then salary, scale. And your personal manager, first scale, then job description. Who is more intelligent? She is a personal manager. And she is a great finance manager also. When our finance minister, whether it's Mr. Manmohan Singh or Mr. Subramaniam or whoever it may be, whenever they present a budget, you can take it for granted that will be deficit budget. But when your wife makes a budget, it is always surplus. So who is better? So she is managing, the housewife is managing. Learn from your housewife. It is a pity that to learn Kaizen, we have to go to Japan. Do you remember just after your marriage, when your wife prepared food for you, what was your feeling? You cast your star. You knew that love was blind, but you did not know love was so blind. Then after 1 month, your feeling was, chalega, somehow I can take it. And after 1 year, she can beat any chefs in the city. What is Kaizen? You are sending your people to Japan to learn Kaizen. She is practicing Kaizen. Don't you notice it? Let us come to the point. So we tell them that what is management? Now, so we ask them, now, the details, the technique we shall discuss later. We call it BTS, a breakthrough strategy. So we tell them, Yojana banana hai, planning. Well, Swamiji, planning to hame aata nahi, we don't know. Learn from your wife. What does she do? When she gets up early in the morning, what does she do? TV dekhti hai kya? Watches TV? And now she starts working. What does she do? How does she think? First, by 7, nasta must be ready. And what is the nasta? Either chapati or idli. How many members are there? 4. Now, what is your objective, sir? Time bound, specific, quantified. What is her secret? He never did MBA. So sisters, sets objective. Follow. After setting the objective, what does she do? Idli, acha, so grinding. What is the mixie? He is a grind. Resource mobilization. And then action step, everything. And she evaluates also. She just takes and tests. Salt, it's all right. See, she does everything. Learn. You are practicing all these things. They came up. And what's the result? October. We asked the Kalakars, now you set your objective, you try to find out a bottleneck of your department. So they decided that they would go for production increase. But all right, how much? Swami is 30%. I never did engineering, I never did management. So all right, you go ahead, you discuss. I called one manager outside. They were there as observers. What do you think? 30% production increase is realistic? Because MBO, according to MBO, we must have a realistic objective. That is what the West taught us. So he said, no, Swamiji, 12 to 14%. Is it? I called another manager. What do you think? Well, Swamiji, maximum 15%. Unrealistic objective. But what actually happened? Now, when I went there in November, I asked the Kalakars, could you achieve the goal? With a long face, they told me, no, Swamiji. But don't mind, how much you could achieve? Swamiji, only 23%. Look, according to the manager, 15% is more than enough. They achieved 23%. That is what Tattvamoshi, one is immense potentials. Just make him aware. He will come up and show the result. So we redefine management concepts. What is management? Definition of management. It is not getting things done by others. There's a feudal touch is there. This by definition. According to Vedanta, management is helping ordinary people to produce extraordinary result. Ordinary people, apparently ordinary. What happened at Kuber? What happened at Yash? Mr. Pandit experimented there. Do you believe there is not a single engineer today at Yash paper mill? Only one paper technologist. They are managing the whole show, all the Kalakars. That is the significance of Tattvamoshi. Now, do we need this really? What is going on in the name of modernization? We are importing high tech. Okay. Today, say I have money, I put it, I import high tech. Now, what may happen to this high tech after 3 years? The whole technology may become obsolete. What should I do then? Again, put money, import the latest technology? Most of the Indian companies cannot afford to do that. So high tech is okay, but something more important is there. What is that? Tapping potentials of the people. You always take care of the plant capacity. What about the human capacity? In one small unit, SSI, the workmen were asked, what are you doing there? They told in Maharashtra. They told us that they are making plates. How many plates you can make? 60. You are making now 62. अच्छा, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं बन सकता है? Can't you make more? हाँ, 70. इससे ज़्यादा हमें 80 चाहिए. I need 80. Can you do it? No. हो ही नहीं सकता. क्यों हो ही नहीं सकता? It is impossible according to them. क्यों? Capacity 70. How we can make 80? Good. So you capacity 70 and they are producing 92 plates. So he was told to produce performers. As Swamiji said, man making. A manager, he should be assessed his assessment should not be based on productivity, profitability or growth chart. There should be only one criterion to assess a manager or a leader. How many of his subordinates could cultivate leadership quality? That is real empowering. Synergy and all these things. That is how Vedantic concept can help us today. We can face this situation. Who are scared of MNCs? Educated Indians. Nirma people, they are not scared. Lijjat Papar people, they are not scared. Karnataka wood carvers, they are not scared. Muradabad brass workers, they are not scared. Assamese weavers, they are not scared. Manipuri weavers are not scared. Kutch Gujarati ladies are not scared. Dabba business. The latest issue of, their annual issue of Business Today on quality, last one. One gentleman, what is his name? Denim and next one? T, his name starts with T. I don't remember the name. He was also considered as one of the management gurus. So in the interview he was asked, what is the most surprising or fantastic thing you noticed in India? You know what was his answer? He said, this dabba business in Bombay. These ladies are doing, dabba means tiffin boxes, they send. He was very much surprised. Well, if a country can manage this business, I am sure this country can beat any country in the world. Anyway, so this is how we have to go ahead. Modernization of plant, good. But better is modernization of man. Can we make man modernize man, people? How can you modernize people? All these things will come later. So manager's job is not to produce result, but to produce performance. What Swamiji said, man-making. A leader is to make men. Now come to the college and university. Somebody told me that from education institutions also, some people are there, some participants. In Jaipur, there was an education seminar. Some 4 or 5 vice chancellors, many principals, and HODs was there. And one vice chancellor was presiding over. Now, in my lecture, I raised one simple question. For any organization, the first step is setting the objective. Now, what is the objective of a university or of a college? I hope respected vice chancellor will throw some light on it. If a university says that my objective is to produce 5,000 graduates and 2,000 postgraduates, then I am a bit apprehensive because most of these products do not sell in the market. The sickest unit is our education. Products are not selling in the market. So we have to review. What should be the objective of an education institutions? Again, make man. Just the latest issue of India today, there's a special feature on career. Now, do notice one thing, whether it is India Today issue or go to any college or university, by career they mean only one thing, Nokri. And if I don't get a Nokri, what shall I do? They don't teach us how to become entrepreneurs. Swamiji said education is standing on one's own feet. Even after getting MBA, I don't know how to stand on my own feet. I remember Symbiosis where Mr. Pandit and Dr. Atre also go. Last time when I went there, just to teach Indian ethos to the MBA students, Mr. Pillai, the director, told me, Swamiji, your IEM can wait. First you boost up the morale of the students. So I asked, what's the problem? Now the final year MBA students, they have to appear for campus interview and they are shaky. See, the thing. If I get a job, well and good, but if I don't get, what shall I do? And just teaching vocational training is not enough. Just teaching entrepreneurship is not enough. The students must start working on some project so that by the time they pass out, they are already in their business, chota-mota business. That is how we can make education institutes more effective. I remember at Chitrakoot University, when I went there last year, Dr. Kapoor, the Vice Chancellor, I asked him, sir, when we buy a wristwatch, we ask for the guarantee card. When you buy for a fan, go for a fan or a air cooler, we ask for a guarantee card. Are you giving guarantee cards to your students that after passing out, they'll be able to do something? But Swamiji, no university can give guarantee card to students. So we told him that don't say this. Say, so far, no university dared to give a guarantee card. ISO is only for companies, not for education institutes. TQM is only for industries, not for school, college and universities. What do you think? You are also parents, not only managers. What do you think? The money you are spending on your children's education, the time and energy they are spending, should not they get a guarantee card? So this is how we can set the right objectives. And here, Vedanta can help us a lot. Second principle, Advaita, non-dual, holistic. They teach us MBO, management by objectives. Very interesting. One thing, if you like, you can ask question anytime, whenever you like. Management by objectives, very popular. When you have to plan, you have to apply this and start. Now question is, whose objective is it? Is it my objective? Whose objective? It's a corporate objective. I may not feel inclined to it. Again, corporate objective, what does it mean? Can a company grow at the cost of the society? So three factors come here. Employees, company, society. We are crying, we are shouting, we are bringing out Michel, Morcha, procession to speak against the MNCs. Why? What's wrong? Ask the common masses, common Indians. If you go to buy a pen and the shopkeeper shows you 2 pens, both 10 rupees. One made in Japan, another made in India. Which one you will pick up? Obvious. Why some section of the people are against the multinational corporations? Because they are not confident enough. This vast untapped market in India, in American Europe, market is somewhat saturated. In India, it is still untapped. Do the common people get their bare necessities? Do they get a pair of shoes? No, they can't afford. So this vast untapped market, who asks you, who stops you to tap that? So before I set corporate objective, I must know what are the social objectives. As an individual, your knowledge, experience or skill makes sense when the society needs it. You are a nuclear scientist, but you live in a village. Does it make sense? No. Because a village does not need a nuclear scientist. Same thing, a company product or service makes sense when the society needs it and needs it badly. So first thing, before setting our objective, we must take care of the society, social objectives. And then we can incorporate our corporate objectives. A company cannot grow at the cost of the society. No company. In the long run, society will hit back. Even the nature hits back. Greenhouse effect. So now once we understand the social objectives, you can easily flourish. I am associated with some consultancy firms also. And one of them is an international consultancy firm. Now, recently they have come to India. So they wanted me to join hands with them. I told them, all right, I shall help, because I want to know how they operate. So they asked me that, Swamiji, you like to work in which area? I told SSIs, small scale industries. Because these SSIs cannot afford to call a management trainer or consultant. I like to help them because future of the country depends upon small scale industries. How Japan could come up, how Vietnam could face the onslaught, American onslaught, how Philippines could come up. They focused on small scale industries. So, once I know this, I identify the vast untapped market. Profit margin may be less, but as a number of customers is large, ultimately I will make more profit. Similarly, can employees grow at the cost of the company? Many companies in the public sector are facing crisis. Why? Their employees are well paid. They did not notice one thing, that you can satisfy your employees and shareholders when your customers are satisfied. Are you satisfied with the customer? Are you satisfied with DOT, Department of Telecommunication, or Railways? Let us be very frank. When I was coming, first I booked my ticket with Indian Airlines. Then I changed it for Jet. Why? We have more trust in them. Today the question is of credibility, not of excellence. In a public sector company, there are more number of engineers. So, employees cannot grow at the cost of the company cannot grow at the cost of the society. Another problem we are facing today, or many companies are facing, how to retain the talents. Job hopping has become a very common thing today. How we can retain? One simple thing. I am not discussing in details. Help the employees to map their growth. Integrate their interest and his interest. As Swami Vivekananda said, Atmano mokshartang jagat hitaya cha. In career making, let me notice what is my interest and what is the interest of my organization, of the society. Now, can I integrate these two? Atmano mokshartang for my development and jagat hitaya for the development of others, for the good of the humanity. Can I integrate these two? Can a company help its employees? Let the company spell out clearly to their employees. This is the objective of our company and this is our growth plan for next 5 years. We need people like this. Now, can you develop yourself to fulfill this? Then you will have a better prospect in our company. Can we integrate? So today, this is holistic approach. Can we integrate the interests of different aspects? Now, another thing, holistic approach, many management trainers or management institutes are making this mistake. When they address the participants, they think participants are managers. Agreed. A participant is a manager, no doubt. But he or she is not just a manager. He is also a parent, a husband or a wife, a friend, a social being, and above all a citizen. What about these aspects? Unless we integrate the totality, integrate all this aspect, we won't be able to achieve our desired result. Have you noticed one thing? A manager who can motivate 200 people in the factory, when he comes back home, he can't motivate his 2 children. He knows all the theories, Maslow, Herzberg, hygiene factor, everything he knows, but nothing works. And if home front is disturbed, it will affect his productivity. So this is what is totality of man, human being. That is what Indian ethos says. Another thing, in training program, functional skill is focused more. Functional skill is important, but something more are there. Look at the Gita, 2nd chapter. Arjuna was highly skilled. So Sri Krishna taught him 2 things. One, Lakshana of Sthita Pragya. Sthita Pragya means, in very common language, simple language, he who has emotional stability, who does not get perturbed easily. Emotional stability. And then philosophy, healthy philosophy of life. These 2 Sri Krishna taught. Now, you are a senior manager. Your immediate subordinate manager, if he is not emotionally stable, if he gets perturbed easily, what may happen to your team? He may dampen the team spirit. Ultimately, you will suffer. So how to make people emotionally stable? Ups and downs are there. Next, healthy philosophy of life. Does he really have a healthy philosophy of life? Now, sir, you are the CMD of your organization. You are the CMDA. So you have many GMs under you and DGMs. Now, say, if one of your DGM does not have healthy philosophy of life, what may happen to your organization? He may make use of your organization to serve his petty interest. Is it not? So see why healthy philosophy of life is so important. Why ethical values are important. And if your subordinate officers do not have this healthy philosophy of life, ultimately it will hit your organization, it will hit your department. So again, totality, functional skill, agreed, this is needed. Emotional stability, and third, healthy philosophy of life. Now the third point, first was Tattvamasi, second was Advaita, holistic, organization level and individual level, and for the training. Third point is, Sukshma is more important than Sthula. Sukshma, intangible, Sthula, tangible factors. Sukshma, subjective, Sthula, objective. Sthula, the factors which can be quantified, Sukshma cannot be quantified. According to Indian wisdom, Sukshma is more important. Many people, we conduct entrepreneurship training program for the young people, especially unemployed youth, both in metros and in the villages. The question I face often is, Swamiji, paisa kahan hai? Where is the money? Where is the capital? So you ask them, kitna paisa? How much capital you need? Now they don't have the answer. Then I ask, what about this capital? You're born with this capital, a supercomputer. Are you using this? I remember at Bikaner, there is one commerce college, very famous, 3,000 students. So when I was addressing and criticizing, rather refuting their theories which they read in their books, one boy was there, many of them, they got agitated. One boy just came running to me. Swamiji, it is here written. What is written? You come and read out. So he read, capital is the blood of business. Swamiji, it is written here. So I told him humbly, throw out that book. The crick is there. If capital is the most important thing, what happened after the loan mela business? Loan mela. Anybody from bank? So you know. How many could stand on their own fate? I go even to RBI. Again in July I am going, RBI, Mumbai. This is a bank. I asked them. According to them, the number is less than 2%. If capital is the only important thing, why they could not stand their own fate? So which is more important? Look at the Gita again. 16th chapter, Daivi Sampad, divine qualities. First is Abhayam, fearlessness. I like to start a business. I may or may not have capital, but more important is, do I have the courage to take risk? Second, Daivi Sampad, Sattva Sangshuddhi, a clear mind. I have foresight, I have insight. So see, that's why Gita is still selling. But you don't know whether Maruti 1000 will sell after 10 years. Huh? Will it sell? Maruti 1000? So who is a better marketing manager, Sri Krishna or Mr. Bhargav? Still and doing global business. Anyway, jokes apart. So here, this is very important that courage, vision and social awareness are more important than machine, materials and money. These are sthulas, less important. These we need but less important. Courage, vision and social awareness. These are the most important thing. And capital is important but secondary. Now come to the area of product innovation. I'd like to show you one transparency that how this theory helps in product innovation. Basic need, or later Mr. Chandrasekhar can Xerox it, photocopy it and list.
Yes.
Product, basic need, existing solution, current problem. Start with the typewriter, a product. Product is sthula. Now you like to innovate. You like to go for product innovation. So from sthula you go to the sukshma aspect. What is the sukshma aspect? What's the purpose? What problem it is solving? Product is not just a product. Let us treat a product as a solution. I am not offering an OHP. I am not selling an OHP or a microphone. I am selling some solutions. So from the product you go to the basic need, the main problem. What is the typewriter? We type letters. For what? To communicate message. Or maybe for recording, here communication. Now what's it? Again go to the sthula aspect. Existing solution. For communication we have nowadays telephone. Or maybe computer, email, whatever it is. Now, what's the current problem? From sthula, again you go to the sukshma. Problem, current problem with this product. What is that with telephone? Not easily available. So in product innovation, if we focus on sukshma aspect, we can come out with better things. And a company, when it offers a product or offers a service, it is not just a sthula aspect, go beyond that. It is solving a particular problem. I need this OHP. Why? I have some problems because I have to show something and people are there, so I have to project. This is a problem. OHP is solving that solution. Microphone, my voice is choked. It is helping me to communicate. So let us look at the solution which is a problem, which is sukshma. Now again, when we solve, most of the companies are trying to solve objective problems. There are 4 kinds of problems. First is objective, HMT. It solves a problem. What's that problem? Why I buy this? Wristwatch? Time. This objective problem. I can see it. I can quantify. Look at Titan. How Titan could switch. HMT. The standard is world class. How Titan could sweep the market. Because Titan solved not the objective problem so much, but subjective problem, aesthetic value, aesthetic sense. Most of and ads generally focus on the subjective problems. Is it not? Neighbors envy, owner's pride. Huh? Do you need a TV set which instigates or provokes your neighbors to pelt stones? Do you need such a TV set? And for whom that? English-speaking customers. And they are influenced by that. So, we educated people are very intelligent. Anybody can take us for granted. Anyway, jokes apart. Now, Titan, it focused on the subjective problem. Most of the companies stop here. Now, go further. Acute problem. And then emerging problem. How Swiss watches lost the market to Japanese quartz. Japanese quartz. Swiss watches very most famous and popular. How it lost to Japanese quartz? Japanese, they could visualize, they could identify the emerging problems. That they are here, they are using spring. But spring has a limitation. Can we have something? That emerging problem they could notice. The way HMT lost to Titan, same way Swiss lost to Japanese. So, now take the case of the education institutions. How to set the objective? Say I am the principal of a school or a college. What am I doing? Curriculum is ready. And that is done by board or university, another department. I have nothing to do. I have to just follow. How can I sit? So what our India needs to say, everybody has to market himself or herself. Even I am marketing myself, is it not? What am I marketing? What am I marketing now? Huh? Idea. Thank you. Now, everybody has to market. That is what career making. Now, what we are doing, what is going on today, nowadays, what the brilliant students are doing, if I am brilliant student, my first boy is going for medicine, I also do medicine. Or he is going for engineering, I also go for engineering. She is going for management, I also go for. What is happening today? In the name of competition, imitation is going on. So, even the brilliant students are scared when they get jobs. They don't know when they will be thrown out. Why? Solution is there in the Mahabharata. How many Kauravas were there? Kauravas, how many? 100. Please name them. Duryodhan, Dushasan, and? You don't know? I also don't know. Bikarna, Vyas, that's all. And daughter Dushala. Why we don't know them? And Pandavas, you know all of them? There are 5, you know them. Why? Not see the difference. You do not know the names of the Kauravas because all were Xerox copies of Duryodhan. Photocopies of Duryodhan, replica. Look at the Pandavas. Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev respected Yudhishthir so much. They were ready to give up their life for the eldest brother. But nobody imitated Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir was Yudhishthir. Bhim was Bhim. Distinct identity. Arjun had his own distinct identity. So one of the great messages of Mahabharata is, have your own distinct identity. Make yourself refreshingly different from others. Not by growing horns, by producing result. That is the secret of career making. Are you just another manager, another engineer, another accountant, another teacher? If you are so, it means you are replaceable. And as long as you are replaceable, your future is uncertain. So make yourself different from others. How? See what you are offering to the society. Can you offer something new? Because a particular problem may have hundreds of solutions. Can you offer a new solution? Your product, your service, your organization, your college is just another organization, another college. So this is the thing, how we can go from the sthula to sukshma. I must be in a hurry. Now, how to start, set up a business. We say, start business with Namaskar. Namaskar, you know now. How we teach the young people to make them entrepreneurs. We say, start with Namaskar. In India, when people meet, the first thing they do, Namaskar. Huh? Start with Namaskar. Very funny, I will explain. Namaskar means no, first. No means Nutanatva. Newness. Uniqueness. Your special strength. First identify this. Whether you are an individual or you represent an organization. As a production manager or marketing manager, doesn't matter. First, Nutanatva, newness. What is your special strength? You need not imitate others. In a class of 40 boys, how many first boys are there? In a class of 40 boys, how many first boys? 1, that is what they say. We say no, there can be 40 first boys. 1 first in exam, another first in cricket, another first in drama, another first in swimming. All of them can be first boys, can't they? What is going on in the name of competition? Imitation. I do not know my strength. So, Tattamashi. Alright. I have immense potential. So, the next sutra comes. Atmanam Vidhi. Know your strength. Your area of strength. Who wants more? Sachin Tendulkar or he who stood first from MBA, IIM, Ahmedabad? Who wants more? Sachin Tendulkar failed in class 12. Is it not? Failed in class 12. Who wants more? Sachin Tendulkar or a management trainee who passed out from IIM Ahmedabad? So question is this, everybody has his own uniqueness. Can I identify? I need not compete. There cannot be any healthy competition. Competition is a Western concept. Indian concept is saha nau bunaktu. Let us all share together. We shall see how by sharing we can have better dividends. Just one example.